Good afternoon. I was just going to jump on here real quick and do a quick reading for the collective today, and wanted to just do a quick reading, see what is going on. You know, what messages for spirit we have for today. And so I'm gonna clean the cards. There's a few decks I'm using today that I haven't used in a while, so just a little sage. I've got a couple of oracle decks that I'm going to use, and then I'm going to clarify, do a couple of tarot to clarify. So this first deck that I'm using is the Divine Energy Oracle. So we'll see what messages come through. Angels, spirits, guides, what messages do we need to hear? What messages does the collective need to hear today? What messages does the collective need to hear today? There we go. Okay. Be of service. Let's see if you guys can see that a little bit better. Be of service. And choose friends wisely. So those are both great advice. At the bottom of the deck, we have go with the flow, which is always good advice. Go with the flow. So I'm going to pull a couple more. This is a new deck that I just got. So we'll see what messages we have from this deck. In terms of being of service and choosing friends wisely, it's kind of interesting that those came out together. I think, very often we are of service to our friends and family, and we have to be careful, especially with going with the flow, to make sure that we're not draining our energy through service. Sometimes service can create a lot of energy for us. And sorry, I'm dropping cards on the floor. And sometimes it also can drain our energy. So find ways to be of service that is energy producing and not draining for you. We want to be sure that we're doing service that is useful, that is helpful, that is wanted. There are times when I think sometimes we think we are being of service and we're not. There are two cards here. I'll go ahead and take those. The key to prayer is to forget what I think that I need. It's really kind of interesting that I was just talking about, what we think is useful versus what actually is. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. So let's see what the tarot has to say about these things. I think sometimes we assume, it's kind of like love languages. Sometimes we assume that people need what we do, and that's not always the case. So as you find ways to be of service to others, make sure that you ask them what they need, rather than what you think that they need. And also think about, asking the universe, not so much for what you think you need, but what is going to be most beneficial for you to move forward, manifesting the things in your life that you need. At the bottom of this one, we also have, sorry guys, dogs. Every time I think that they're settled when I start these readings, they're not. So, Toby, that's enough. Come here. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. So, that's part, I think, also of when I focus my inner light. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. A lot of love is about surrendering to the divine as well. So let's see what the tarot has to say about these messages. I'm also using the Santa Muerto Tarot today. I love this deck because it's about advice from ancestors and what our ancestors have to share with us. The Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is about kind of waiting for your ships to come in, looking forward. We also have the Emperor. And the Emperor, male or female energy, is very much about being confident and being in a state of confidence and being secure in knowing not only what you want, but what others need from you. It's very much a paternal figure, and trusting that you can provide those things. And I think in terms of service, that's very much, Emperor energy. We also have the Ten of Cups. This is about emotional fulfillment. This is about the, I'm going to try to show you these cards a little bit better than I have them lately. The Ten of Cups is very much about emotional fulfillment. It is traditionally the Hollywood ending kind of card. Often has to do with home and family and our interpersonal relationships. Fits very much with choosing our friends wisely. And we also have the Ace of Pentacles. This is a new beginning. Could be in terms of money, finance, career. Could also be just in terms of stability in your life and in your material situation. That could also be about what you need versus what you want. So I'm gonna shift this a little bit. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords can be, threes are very often about change, creation, and swords being, communication, mental clarity. We're gonna get into this a little bit more. Let's see if we can get some clarification. The aces can also be about new messages coming through, new beginnings. So it could be that something that you need, something that's going to provide some stability in your life, a new beginning in terms of that. There might be some new message coming through, some offer, maybe a new job, maybe a new project, and it may be unexpected. You may not think that you need this, but it may be something that is going to be something that you need in order to move your life forward. Maybe in order to move into this Emperor energy. The Fool is clarifying that this is a new beginning. This is about a new adventure, taking a leap of faith. Let's see if we can clarify the Emperor. So many cards want to clarify that. You may have been stuck in a little bit of a hanged man energy, a period of pause, reflection, feeling like there's been a lack of movement and maybe a little bit guarded, hanging on to your resources, not feeling like you have enough. Fours are foundational, so you have enough to fulfill your needs, but you're a little bit frustrated that you don't have more. And being Pentacles energy, this could be where your challenge is coming from, like moving out of this period of frustration, of stagnant energy with the hangman, and becoming more in line with this new offer coming in. It's going to be something that is going to help you get to where you want to be, even if you don't necessarily think that it is what you need to get there. And we also have the Emperor again, clarifying the Emperor. You are definitely moving towards a more stable foundational space. And this is a collective reading, so it may not resonate with everyone, or there may be parts of it that resonate with you, but not all of it. So thank you, Stella. She's throwing heavy toys at me. And we also at the bottom of the deck have the Star. So this is about wish fulfillment and what you need to get to where you want to be may not be what you think that you need to get there. So if there is some sort of offer on the table or that comes through to you in the next few days, and it may be about being of service to someone else. Very often there are times when we think that to get to where we want to be, being of service to others might be not helpful to us, right? There are times when we think that we need to be a little selfish in order to progress, and often that's exactly the opposite of what we need to do. We very often need to be more giving of our time and resources, and karmically that allows the energy to be returned to us and that wish fulfillment to come back to us as that energy starts flowing, as we go with the flow and we find our flow, that success, that karmic reward starts coming through to us, and we get to that 10 of Cups energy by being of service to other people, by focusing our inner light towards the world, right? Like letting our light be seen, not hiding our light under a bushel, so to speak. So let's clarify this 10 of Cups and see what the 10 of Cups is all about here. This is feeling very much kind of work career focused, but I think very often the things that bring us financial stability can also lead to more emotional stability as well. We have the King of Wands. So this could be a person, male, female. It could also be a just an energy of really active engagement with what fulfills your innermost desires and the things that really bring you joy. Wands are fire energy. They're very passionate. And the things that we're passionate about very often do provide that emotional fulfillment. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Cups. This can be someone from the past coming back into your life. This could be that this person is going to be the one to make this offer or this new beginning, this new project, or that, is going to ask you to take this leap of faith, go on a new adventure with them. And this could also have something to do with children. If you have children or there are children in your life, may or may not resonate with you. That's one aspect of this card, but since it's a collective reading, it doesn't necessarily have to do with children. You could be having some sort of nostalgic throwback. Maybe there's a hobby or a activity that you used to do that used to bring you a lot of joy and fulfillment that you haven't really been actively involved with lately. So maybe you might want to get back into that. Let's see about the Three of Wands. What is the Three of Wands about? A Page of Cups. So this is once again a message regarding something that's close to your heart, something that is emotionally fulfilling. This could be, kind of goes hand in hand with that Ten of Cups. This could be the beginning of that Ten of Cups energy. Stella wants to talk to us. She wants to get in on this reading. So the Ten of Cups is that emotional fulfillment and wish fulfillment that we all want. We want that Hollywood ending, and we want to be emotionally fulfilled in whatever we're doing, whether we're talking about a relationship or we're talking about our work or we're talking about our health. And when I say relationship, this could be friendship, this could be romantic love. There are many, many, many types of love. And I always, when I think about love, I think about how the Greeks had so many different words for the different types of love, and we are so limited in the English language by the one word. I'm going to clarify this Three of Swords and see what, because the Three of Swords can be about heartbreak or disappointment, and so I want to kind of clarify it. Yeah, with the Two of Swords, you may be trying to make some sort of decision at this point and feel like you don't have all of the information to make it. And it may have something to do with this heartbreak or disappointment. And I think that this offer, this new information that's coming in regarding your stability, you may be afraid to take it because it requires a leap of faith. It requires not knowing what's on the other edge of this cliff and whether or not you're falling into an abyss or you're stepping off into something really amazing. And I think that you may, because you've undergone some sort of heartbreak recently, some sort of disappointment. There are different degrees to this card. So it could have been a minor disappointment. It could have been a really devastating event in your life. You are having trouble making this decision and feeling kind of stuck, Stella. But what's underneath this heartbreak is the Empress. And so we have the Emperor and the Empress here. If this is a relationship issue, Stella. This is a power couple here. We're looking at the Emperor and the Empress. This is the ultimate power couple. They are this is a soulmate connection, a divine masculine, divine feminine. And it may be that in terms of choosing your friends wisely, they may be advising you against this connection, and that can happen for a lot of reasons. And they may not have your best interest at heart. This might be happening out of jealousy, out of fear of losing you, out of fear that you won't be as connected to them anymore. This could also be that they don't see what you see in this person. So, trust your intuition. Very often, we know ourselves better than than other people know us. And it may be that, you are struggling with listening to others versus listening to yourself. Focus on your inner light, and you're gonna see the world through that lens of love. You're gonna see the love that's available to you, the things that the universe, and I want to say the love that the universe is offering you, the love that is available both for yourself and for others. Service is about loving others, not just romantically, but also a general feeling of love for others. And at the base of the deck, we have the Eight of Cups. It may be that in order to get to that Ten of Cups energy, you have to leave something behind that is no longer serving you. You have to go in search of that ninth cup to move on to that 10th cup. You have to work your way up by leaving something behind that is just not quite as fulfilling as you want it to be. It may be that that's the direction that you need to go right now. And remember, at the base of this pack, we had, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. And right underneath that, I surrender to a power greater than me. The universe has your back, and you want to trust it. Trust that the universe knows what you need, the divine knows what you need, and that sometimes you need to forget what you think you need and trust that the universe already knows. Go with the flow. There are things that are put in your path that you're supposed to do, and it might not, or you're supposed to accept. You're supposed to move in a direction that you didn't initially consider, because that's going to put you in a place to achieve that goal that you have been trying to manifest. So I'm going to pull some final advice cards real quick and see if there are any final messages. Angels, spirits, ancestors. Let's see. Yeah, you may have undergone, like I said, at the base of the deck, we had that Three of Swords. You may have undergone some sort of crisis and disappointment recently, and that might be why you're feeling that hangman energy, why you're having trouble making some sort of decision. Trust. I think some of this is about trust. It's about focusing on going within and letting your light shine, being of service to others, and you're going to find that balanced partnership, whether it's in work or in terms of relationships. If you have friends who are taking more than they're giving, if you have friends who are toxic or not leading you towards being your highest self, the highest version of yourself, if you feel like success and perseverance, if you feel like you are not growing, not evolving forward, I think all of these messages are good advice in terms of moving forward and progressing in life. Life is a journey, and sometimes we move backwards, sometimes we move forwards. There may be some sort of commitment or marriage. In terms of partnership, like I said, this could be work or a work career. It could also be interpersonal relationship in terms of a love relationship. But whatever commitment you are dealing with right now, it may be time to look at how balanced it is, and do you need to be giving more? Does your partner in this relationship need to be more actively involved? How can you be of service to that relationship so that it can grow and thrive? Is that relationship holding you back in some area of your life? Do you have some sort of destructive behaviors, or do they, that are getting in the way of forward movement? Because I think that change is coming. You've got this offer on the table that if it hasn't happened yet, it will soon. And you have this fresh start that's coming, this new beginning, this fresh start. You need to be preparing for change now. And I think that this is change in a positive direction because of the Ten of Cups here. So if you want to move towards this Ten of Cups, really consider what in your life is serving you, what in your life is serving you, as well as how you can be of service to others. So I hope that this was helpful for you today. Please like, share, and subscribe if it was, and I will see you next time.